Yeah, what's up everyone? Brian and Jim here with Drink a Beer and Play a Game. And today, we're just kind of spitballing series that we'd like to see returned. Maybe they just had a semi-recent release and we just want to see a better version. But this all kind of came about because as we're going through this Road Rash series, that's a series we're kind of perplexed. Never really got a remake like Need for Speed did. This didn't. So, let's just spitball back and forth. I'm going to let Jim start it off.
Yeah, it's also weird there hasn't been a game since 2000, I want to say.
It killed it.
Yeah, I mean, it probably didn't sell well, and EA being EA, they're just like, yeah, fuck them. Anyway, alright, series I want to see. I like the old Strike series. So, Desert Strike, Urban Strike, Jungle Strike, Soviet Strike, Nuclear Strike. There's probably a lot of ones I forget, but it's all the same game, but I always enjoy them. For those who don't know, it's like a top-down, isometric game where you're going around doing objectives in helicopters, and sometimes land missions. And it's fun. Other ones I got. An obvious one for me is pretty much Rogue Squadron, because god damn that I love those games, especially the first and second ones. I know it's because of all the Factor 5 going under, and Lucasfilm, or LucasArts, and, you know, everything going down with all that, so, and besides the fact, they could use it for the whole new series. It's like a perfect timing for it. For some reason or another, it's just never come back, and I loved it. And I guess if I had to do one last one, I'll do an odd one. I'll say the Turrican series. So, this was kind of popular back in the 16-bit days, and more in, I want to say, the Amstrad computers. Basically,
Nobody liked it.
Hey, shut up. Europeans liked it. That's all they had was... Shut up.
Figures for a Frenchie.
I'm not French! Suck it in. Anyway, it's kind of a run and gun game in the Veil of Contra. It's not as good as Contra was, but it had a bunch of really solid games, and I grew up loving the port of Universal Soldier that was basically Turrican 2, but given the smallest of changes. And I know that's one of the worst versions out there, but I still thought that was a pretty fun game. So, those are my picks.
Like Jim, I'm just going to keep it to 3. The first one is a little more obscure than Jim's. It's actually the Age of Empire video games.
That is not more obscure than Turrican.
When I say more obscure, I mean, I'm not limiting it to just the Age of Empires. I'm also including, like, the Age of Mythology. All those games, I'm pretty sure, were made by Sierra, and I just love the shit out of them. I might not be the biggest PC player, but I play a lot of RTSs, and that's the one that got me hooked on them. And those games focused a lot less on the current, like, competitive esports, E-League, whatever you want to call it, more macro management over micromanagement. It's just, those games, like StarCraft, it's a good game, but I could never get in a competitive scene, because that shit is a little too crazy, and I'm just not into that.
Too many Asians.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. But I love that series. Love to see it come back one day. And I know and for PC people out there, I know there's plenty of mods to get updated. Trust me, I've already done a lot of them. The next series, I'd actually say, and this is one that's came out within the past 6 years, I think, is a return to Duke Nukem, but a good Duke Nukem game. I'm not going to shit all over the Duke Nukem Forever, because in all reality, it kind of gave you what you wanted, just like 10 years later. So, I'd like to see that be revamped in a fun way. If they can revamp as many series as they do today, I hope one day they can give us a good beer-swilling Duke that just kicks the shit out of people. And the last series, once again, it's just a return to form. The kind of Marvel Ultimate Alliance / X-Men Legends style game for the Marvel Universe. Right now, the only real good Marvel games are Lego games. And don't get me wrong, they're all well and good, but they get so repetitive, and I'm so tired of fucking building cutesy little things with these goddamn heroes. Yeah, the stories are whatever, but I love the way the X-Men Legends and the Marvel Ultimate Alliance played, and I would just love to see that come back. So, those are my picks. Just let us know below what you think, and if you have any series you wish would return to it's glory. Something like that. Fuck you, Jim.
Hey, what? As always, guys, cheers.
Cheers.